So hello and welcome to this video. So this video will be showing a little bit what's new with Dynamo Multiplayer version 1.1. Dynamo Multiplayer is one of the Boot Tools apps. So Boot Tools is a package of apps. We have several other apps that you can check out. So I'm gonna post a link in the description of this video. We have several other tools from real-time clash detection within Revit, tag alignment, tag arrangement, tag angle control, BIM 360 log share, monitoring, CAD to Revit conversion. So these are all apps, viable tools that you can check out. So without further ado, I'm gonna start demonstrating the new features of Dynamo Multiplayer version 1.1. You can access Dynamo Multiplayer by going to the Build Tools tab, the ribbon, and then find the push buttons. So now we used to have only one push button. We have two push buttons. One of the big features of version 1.1 is task scheduled runs. So we have now a task schedule where you can task schedule Dynamo runs. We're pretty excited about this one. I'm gonna select the run option to show some other additions. We still have the same interface where you can add the BIM 360 models. You can refer to previous videos to see how BIM 360 models are added. I'm gonna now add a regular locally hosted model, and I already have a script loaded or a graph loaded, whatever you want to call it. This graph is basically, I use this graph that deletes all grids, but we're just gonna use it for demonstration purposes. We have the three modes that we've talked about in previous videos. Synchronize mode if you have a central model that you want to synchronize with central. Read-only mode in case you just want to extract and export stuff without modifying the file, and the brute force mode in case you want to override a central model. This model is not a central one, so I'm gonna use a brute force mode. Now, transmit work shared models is still from previous versions. I have four new options that we've added. The first one is compact on save or synchronize. This is something that was requested by users, so we've added it. If you check this one and you have a work shared model, you can just select the compact option. It will compact the models on save or on synchronize. Audit or on open, so this was also requested and added. If you want to audit models, you can just check this option, and it would audit models on opening. Shutdown or completion, so it would shut down after it's completed. So this is something if you want to run and leave, or schedule it and want your workstation to shut down when you leave. Another option that was requested and added is this combo box. So we used to have open all work sets and open last viewed work sets. We've added close all work sets, so you can close all work sets on opening. So just open a model with all work sets closed. I'm gonna use open all work sets now. This is also based on your requests. So we always take user requests in consideration. And the biggest addition that was also requested and that we had already planned since the beginning that we've added right now is the task scheduler. So you can just hit proceed and have the run start immediately, or you can just schedule it for later. So when you click the schedule button, you're prompted to pick a name. So I'm gonna call it test 123. You can select a date and a time for your run. It could be a one time only run, a daily run that occurs on that time. So if it's a daily run, you don't. So the date would be just the beginning date, so the start date. But what would be taken into consideration would be the time if it's a daily run, and you can select it to be every 2 days, every 3 days, every 7 days, every 10 days, whatever you want. There's also a weekly run, and what's great about the weekly run is that you can just, for example, select every 1 week or every 2 weeks, let's say every 1 week, and you can select the day. So you can run it on every Friday, every Monday, every Tuesday, every Sunday. I don't know if you work on Sunday, but so you can select a day of the week and it would run let's say every Friday on 11 a.m. on any time you want. So you can specify the time, the start date, which is really relevant for a one-time run. Yeah, so you can just specify a weekly run and specify the time, and it will schedule to run every Friday on, let's say, 11 a.m. Hitting OK would schedule it and would add it to the tasks. Now, if you want to see the tasks you have scheduled, we have a new window that would allow you to see that. So these are other tasks that I've scheduled before. I've scheduled this one today, right now, and these ones were scheduled before. Now there's a create task button here, so you can create your task from the other window or from this option right here, from this button. So you can create a new task here. We've already shown how a task is created. I'm not gonna go through it. Now there are other things you can do to manage your tasks. So let's say I want to delete the other tasks. I can select them and delete tasks, and they will be deleted. Okay. I can edit any actions I've defined. So I can go to edit actions and see the files and the scripts, because I can add several scripts, and the settings and modify them for this task. For example, I'm gonna modify the shutdown or completion because I'm recording right now. I don't want it to shut down because I'm gonna demonstrate how scheduling works. I don't want it to shut down while I show you how it works. Okay, so this is one of the options you can modify later on. You can edit the triggers, so I'm gonna come back to that later on. You can disable and enable the run in case you want it right now to be disabled, but later want to enable it. Of course, there's a help button that would redirect you to the help page. And right now I'm gonna edit the trigger to schedule it to run in like a minute. So I have it scheduled for weekly on Fridays. Today is Tuesday, so I'm gonna select Tuesday. And I have it at 3 minutes, so 11 a.m. and 3 minutes. I'm gonna put it at 11, 7 minutes, okay, and I'm gonna hit the OK button. I'm gonna close this one, and we're gonna wait for it to start. It should start at like 5 seconds. Okay, here it is, it started. So basically it will start a new Revit window where the task would run. And there you go. Once Revit is fully open, the task will start running. It will show you that window, a progress window with the tasks, and the task would run over the model. There you go, we're done. If you want to verify, you can just, so this is a file I had selected. I'm gonna open it, and once it opens, you can see that all the grids have been deleted. There you go, no grids. So this is an old sample file. It used to have grids that show in this section. Now they are deleted. Not only that, we've also improved the stability for the app. We fixed some minor bugs that were reported by users. So we always aim for our apps to be as great as possible. I hope that you like this video, that the video is helpful. If you liked it, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel, because we also put a lot of tutorials, a lot of general Revit tutorials, a lot of Pro Tools tutorials, a lot of tips and tricks. So I'll see you in the next one. So cheers.